If you're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does. Compared to
That don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee.
That is over.
The white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. Your coffee looks good.
That's my coffee.
It does look good.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comfort of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying. The devil. And the devil was fucking up here. Here you go.
Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to say, Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch to give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody, even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dip into their sugar bowl every now and then. Like the least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one-night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one-night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk as fuck or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Hey, yo, hey. I know y'all. I know I'm late. I know. Listen. I'm a one-man team over here trying to make it do what it do and get it done by myself. Now, when we get a little bigger, the classroom, when my class gets a little bigger, I get more students up in here. Maybe, I can hire a whole team of people. Hold on, y'all. I gotta, clean off this good camera. But, maybe when the classroom get a little bigger, I can get a team. Since I'm late today, I'm going to extend the late bell. The late bell is at 1:30. Late bell is at 1:30. 1:30 is the late bell. But today, as our color commentator, we have Sean here, Sean Kinsey. He's a member of the greatest fraternity in the world. His dad is a former member of the Marching 100 like myself. Actually, his dad, the uniforms that you see them in, his dad got the Marching 100, those uniforms. Tell the people a little bit about yourself while we over here getting started, sir.
Well, I'm a graduate of Florida A&M, the Florida A&M University School of Business and Industry,
SBI.
under the yes, Sybil Mobley was the dean when I was there. I'm a Humphreys era Rattler. You
Humphrey's
know, the
era.
best.
Yeah, it's a difference. There is a difference. Not like Humphreys
Yeah.
being drunk at homecoming.
I live in Central Florida, work in HR management. I dibble dabble in politics and love Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, the
Greatest
greatest fraternity in the
fraternity
world.
in the world. I keep trying to tell these people that. Shout out to all my
Yeah,
D9
yeah.
that's in the chat. I know Janae is the Sigma Gamma Rho. I know Quintessential is the
Mhm.
Zeta. We got some AKAs in the chat. We got some Deltas. We got some other people. We ain't gonna name them other frats and stuff like that. We just gonna let y'all be in the chat, do what y'all do. But hey, everybody, y'all give a good
Right.
Shondo in the chat to Sean as he is here. He has not seen the dossier, so you are going to get his unbridled opinion on these stories. Hell, I'm late because I just finished putting it together. Y'all don't know I'm a team of one, and I had a long night doing some stuff. Had to wake up early this morning, get all of my stories, get everything up for y'all. But we here. I'm just saying, we here. So, Sean, the people are saying hi to you. Let me say hi to some of y'all as y'all are in here. Tracy is here. Jason, I see all of my hall monitors are here. Cavs, my boo is here. E Starkey, Danny, all of the hall monitors and mods are here. Y'all better be in the building. Y'all better be in the building. So thank y'all for being here. Listen, hey Tracy Wilson, Xavier, our newest hall monitor, he's here. Montrez, hey Montrez, hey everybody. Listen, if you in the bushes, just know late bell is at 1:30. Now, if you don't fall out these good bushes by 1:30, you have a 2,700 word essay. 2,700 words is our essay for the day. We need all our citations,
A,
APA formatting,
what'd you say?
all of
A,
those things.
uh, Times New Roman font.
Right.
All that.
No larger than 12 point. Hey, Yana. Hey, Boo.
You gotta.
Listen.
I'll tell you, you gotta run it through the plagiarism generator.
Right. We got
Make
to
sure
run
there's
it
no
through the
plagiarism.
whole plagiarism generator and everything. Trying to tell you. But I need annotations, footnotes, and all. Hey, Monk Chip Boo. Everybody filing in. Yeah, y'all go ahead and fall out the bushes. So we know you here. So we'll have to give you this good essay. Lord. So y'all, I think we're ready to go since I came late. What are we snacking on today? So today's snacks, I've been snacking on them all morning. I told y'all I went and bought another pack of peach Twizzlers, which are really good. They're actually really good, but these are new. And I just opened up this bag of combos. What flavor is this? Pizzeria. And so we'll be eating that. Those are our snacks for today. I ain't got no coffee today because I'm late. So we got some good in here because I was stressing trying to get the dossier in order today. So, mm. Oh, that's some real good right there. If I finish that, y'all should be scared. Hey, Really B, how is Detroit? Y'all know Really B traveled up to Detroit. Girl, I hope you're having a good time. I hope it's not too cold up there. All right, you ready, Sean? Because I think I'm ready.
Yeah, let's hit it.
You ready, sir? All right, let me take down the. Let me put the banner up and take down the overlay. So listen, y'all. It was a lot going on this week. It was a lot going on this week, but a lot of it we covered during the week. So the dossier is not that packed today. So let's get it started. You got an exclusive? Okay. Okay. Really, but you're gonna have to call me because I get the exclusives before everybody else. So if you don't call me and give me the exclusive before the rest of the YouTube world, then I'm gonna send you anthrax. I'm just so that you know that now. Just know you will be sent anthrax. Not gonna even sugarcoat it for you. Anthrax will be waiting. So just know. Anyway, good morning, really be. All right. So hashtag ABC. A bitch can't. Let's see what we have today in our hashtags. Hey, spicy original ABCs. Because listen, I saw a lot of stories, and there was a lot of stories that could have made the cut for the ABCs, but I had to cut it off at 4. So we just have just a few a bitch can't. Listen, this is the first story, and I saw it, and I said, you know what, I don't have the energy. A bitch just came. I read the headline, immediately said, I'm not playing. I'm not thinking about really be. I'm not. Y'all pay really be no mind. Pay. Do not pay really be anybody in my chat talk about she got engaged. I'm not doing this with her. She did make a pit stop. I know where she at. So you did tell me you was making a pit stop. She ain't engaged. Anyway, I know where she at though. I know where she at.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so what do you think about this headline, sir? Because I don't have the energy to do just the headline alone. I just can't. I can't deal. I mean, digging up your mom's mummified body and living with it on the couch for 13 years.
For how
How
many?
is that possible? I don't want to
13.
know. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know how that's possible. I'm just
That's
saying.
very Norman Bates. Anthony, what is it? Anthony? Yeah. That's Bates Motel.
Hey,
Mm-mm.
quintessential boo. Y'all make sure y'all like the video and share out, like the video, share it out, all of that good stuff. This was the next one that I saw, and it's the subtitle that really gets me because they suing this man. Now the man legitimately went to this good sperm clinic. Why is he being sued? I just can't. The people said they're concerned about inbreeding and incest, and that's why they suing him because they don't know if they kid. See, no, I'm not even trying to break this down. Nope, nope, not even gonna do it. Not even trying to break it down. A bitch just can't. A bitch just can't. Right. A bitch just can't like the inbreeding. Now this is not here in America. I forgot what country it's in. It's in I think over in Europe.
Looks like the Netherlands.
Oh, it's in the Netherlands. Okay, I a bitch
Yeah.
just came.
Looks like,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
550 people. Like they didn't they had a shortage of donors. Like my question is, how is this one guy able, even if he gave 550 samples, why y'all giving all these samples to everybody?
He
Mm-mm,
looks like a Milli Vanilli
mm-mm.
reject.
The white version. Like I just don't
White
have
version.
it.
Oh, is he white? Is he white?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's white. He's descended from the Caucasus
Oh, okay.
Mountains. Dear God, I'm moving on. I just can't. Once I saw his name, a bitch knew I just couldn't. I saw his name, said nope, won't do it. Bill Maher is incorrigible at this point. The, there's nothing good about him at this point anymore. Just go some way and go somewhere and let yourself rot from the inside out and do the world a favor. I'm just saying, do the world a favor. Make the world a better place. Punch Bill Maher in the face. That's the best I can tell you.
Is this April Fool's joke? Is it
No,
April Fool's?
no, this is not the April Fool's. Bro, I don't even like April Fool's Day, first of all. So I don't even, when people talk about they doing the April Fool's Day prank, I don't play these games with them. So, but yeah, this is a real story. Nope. Like he did a whole commentary on it on his show. Don't even want any parts of it. A bitch just came. Moving on because a bitch just came. And more
No.
hashtag ABC. I need a drink just to get through this. What do y'all want me to do with these two?
Throw them away. All the way.
I'm just, I just, I, I just can't. This story right here epitomizes why we have this whole segment. This segment was built for this story right here. This segment was built for this story. I just can't. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Moving on. All right. Let's go in the dossier. What is in the dossier? I know y'all over there talking about Really B's fraudulent wedding over there.
Why is that?
Baby, if I'm in the wedding, just know there are going to be some carefully placed things to throw the wedding off. Just know, I'm not going to take claim for it, but just know there'll be things placed in and about the ceremony just to throw shit off. Anyway, moving on. So in the dossier today, Jay-Z is in the dossier now. So apparently, you know how they have that AI bot chat GPT and they have other versions of it. So apparently
Mm.
they had one of those AI things or whatever, like Chat GPT. I think it was Chat GPT. Create a whole song as if it was Jay-Z. Had the voice, had the inflection. The song was released and they said the song went hard. Like people are all in their feelings. They're like, wait a minute. It was like good shit. It was like really good shit. Like it went hard. And so motherfuckers was like, nah, bro, we nah. Yeah. So now members of the rap community and Black Twitter are kind of going in because they didn't care if it could, simulate whole dissertations. They didn't care about all of the other stuff. Fuck around with their rap music, and now they got a problem. Now all of a sudden, this is a reason to raise red flag. I don't know. What you think?
For the rap purists, I think they are all up in arms over this. This whole
They are.
AI thing, I really don't. Yeah, they're up in arms over this. Those are true Jay-Z fans or hip hop fans I know they don't like it.
Oh, they're losing their mind.
They
I'm
are.
waiting for them to do a whole Beyond Skank song through AI Beyond Skank and see the Beehive lose their collective minds.
Yeah.
Y'all want to see the AI go down? Fuck around with the Barbs or the Beehive and see how that shit goes. Like,
They don't last.
I, I don't know. We'll see where it goes, but they are out here. It's so now. See now it's gonna be easy. What I'm figuring is some young rapper, instead of writing their own lyrics, rhymes, and everything, coming up with their own beats and everything, they just gonna go to Chat GPT and fart out a rap and say, "Here we go." I I just
A lot of plagiarism. A lot of plagiarism.
uh,
You know, imposter.
I'm just saying. Not give me the AI Oprah voice so I can do a bank transfer. I'm not doing this with you. So y'all people down to the Twitter who don't have a fucking clue. So they don't have a fucking clue. Ever since fucking Elon Musk took over, they don't have a fucking clue what they're doing. So remember last week we reported on the fact that anybody who had check marks on Twitter prior to the blue Twitter program where you have to pay for a check mark was going to lose their check marks. Well, hold your horses not so fast because Elon and his band of merry fucks over at the Twitter have backpedaled and pussy popped off of that one. So now they're saying that certain people will be able to keep their check mark even if they don't pay for it. And they said it's going to be for 500 the 500 largest advertising clients and the 10,000 most followed brands, companies, and organizations.
Mm.
What's good, budgets? Wait. There's the budgets. Wait. Say I'm coming up out the bushes before it gets 1:30 because I don't need this good essay. Y'all better not be late to this good class. Let this late bill fuck around and catch y'all outside. 'Cause don't fall out the bushes after 1:30. I'm telling
Yeah.
you now. But what do you think about Elon Musk and these people and the fact that they can't get their life in order?
Elon Musk is what from South Africa, and whenever I hear South
Mm-hmm.
Africa, I'm always apartheid. Okay, I got it. Okay, my groceries are my Instacart is out there.
Go on, get that good
Whoa.
Instacart.
Elon Musk is yeah. Let me go do that real quick. Let me go get the Instacart. I gotta get it, or I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, Elon Musk, y'all, listen. He hasn't quite drug it into the ground to where Twitter, you don't get on Twitter anymore. But you could tell he doesn't have a clue, which is why um Tesla didn't do as good as it probably could have, which is why Twitter is going to start failing. He's a whole ass troglodyte and troll. And he needs to go back to South Africa. Go back to your own racist ass country. Racist ass Elon Musk. In other news, Wendy is selling all her shit. Now she claims she's selling it because she's moving to LA. But here's my deal. If you One can't help but think that this is a money grab too. And I say that because if it wasn't a money grab, what you do like everybody else, pay a moving company. Like you just pay a moving company, pack all of this stuff. They pack everything in boxes. They pack it up. You move over to LA and you go from there. But she's selling everything from the little purple chair that she used to sit in on her show and a whole bunch of other things that she got going on over there. I just can't help but believe that this has more to do with money. Now she got a $3 million penthouse, and she said, "Hey, Patty Duke, hey boo, Patty Duke been coming to Patty Duke, I think, has a lifetime hall pass because Patty Duke been coming to Silly Saturday since before I even called it Silly Saturday. She has, but um, I just don't know. You this reeks of a money grab. This just reeks of a money grab because if you're not hurting for money like that, don't you just pack your shit up, order a moving company, and move it over? Like for her to be selling that purple chair, which she knows is going to go
Mm.
for a good amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like there are still Wendy fans out there that may have, two nickels to rub up against each other that might be willing to pay a whole lot of money. I'm sure mama got all kinds of doctor bills, therapy bills,
Mm.
um, Betty Ford Center bills,
Mm.
you know, I don't know. Mama got bills to pay. And so you're not gonna make me believe that this is nothing more than a cash grab. This ain't got nothing to do with you moving to LA. And you moving to LA, I mean New York City, where she lives, is probably just as expensive as LA. So but my thing about it is, Mama, you don't have
Mm.
a job right now. Like what is she doing? They told her she can't do the podcast. You ain't on the radio.
Mm.
Where's the incoming? Where's the income? You know what I'm saying? I, Sean, help me with that. I don't know. This seems like a money grab.
think- I I think, like what you said, a money grab. I think her medical bills are piling up, and she's probably supporting Kevin. Did she do a
You mean
is it
the
alimony
son?
or whatever? Is she doing alimony? What is
I heard. I think they
the
said she
husband? Is
doesn't
she
have to pay
paying
him
him?
that.
Does she have to?
Mm-mm. From what I understand,
Okay.
there was an adjudication that said she didn't have to pay him no more. But my thing about it is, girl, you have no earnings coming in, no income.
And
I
for
don't
her to
know,
want to
yo.
auction these items, I thought these would be like in the Smithsonian, the National Museum of African American History in D.C. I thought they would put those, her purple chair or whatever there, but she's not.
I just do not believe that the curator down to the African American History Museum is over here, you know, bamming on her. No, Wendy, don't spell it. We need it down here, girl.
And we have your purple chair. That's what I'm just trying to
Mm-mm,
see,
mm-mm.
She's fell on some hard times at the
Now, if y'all
auction.
need
Is
to,
Christie's handling the auction?
I don't know who's handling it. All I know is if y'all need some of Wendy's stuff, go on over there. She auctioned it. She's selling it. Get some. Now, some of y'all may remember this guy. Some of y'all may not. His name is Joshua Tyler Best, and he was a contestant on The Bachelorette. Well, baby, he's about to be a contestant on The Bachelor down to the prison system now. Baby, that sweet smile, that smooth skin, that nice supple ass is gonna be used and abused. So he's being charged with 15 counts of possession of material showing a performance by a child under the age of 10. What do y'all want me to do with that? I don't know what y'all want me to do with that.
Um, okay, let's see. The Bachelor is on ABC, which is a Disney-owned network. So you're not vetting your talent to be on these shows. So he's a whole pedophile.
Apparently, a Google account registered to him was flagged with allegedly uploading 50 images and videos showing child sexual abuse, according to court documents obtained by TMZ.
Mm.
Girl, girl.
I have no words for him. No.
Now he was released on bond and has a hearing scheduled for June 7th. Girl, under 10, you're a sick, sad individual. And I hope they have fun with you while you're in the while you're playing The Bachelor over at Rikers Island or Alcatraz or wherever the hell they decide to send you. I don't know. Any thoughts,
Where is
Sean?
he from? Where is it?
Sean, I think your computer is botting out. Go out and come back in.
Um, so he needs to be. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's doing
Can you
like
hear
a
me?
weird robot sound. I can hear you, but it's doing like a weird robot sound. Go out and come back in.
It's, can let me do that.
But anyway, I'm not. I'll have no understanding for you. Children under the age of 10, you're a sick, sad individual. I hope they have fun with you. So news came out this week that BET was going to pick up the Breakfast Club, and the Breakfast Club would now be on BET. iHeartMedia and BET, had an agreement, and now there'll be a simulcast of the Breakfast Club every morning on BET. Shout out to, I think Byron Allen and Tyler Perry went in together, I think, to purchase BET. So I hope this is more. This is them starting to do programming and getting, things on there. Now, here's the deal. Some people are saying that Angela Yee came out too fast. Angela Yee, because even when she said, I'm no longer going to be on the Breakfast Club anymore, people was like, really? Like, what you really going to go do? And I'm not saying that her show is not successful, because she's had some really good people on there. She's had some really great interviews on there where news broke out of her platform. However, it seems like the Breakfast Club ain't missing a beat. Charlamagne the God, as horrible as a person is as he is, and DJ Envy, they were out here doing the goddamn thing. So I mean, kudos to them. Hey, Sean, you back?
Yeah. Am I still sounding like I'm in the Matrix?
I just want to make sure it's not me. Hold on one.
Can you hear me?
All right, I'm
Go
back.
ahead. Okay.
Oh, that's all. Oh, it was me then. It wasn't you. It was me. I hear you now. You sound
Okay.
good.
Okay.
That means it was me and not you.
Okay. No problem.
So yeah, they're gonna be on BET. Are y'all gonna watch though? Here's the question: do y'all still see it for the Breakfast Club, without Angela Yee, with just Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy?
No,
You're not here for it.
I'm not here for it. I think Angela Yee was more. She was the glue that held the two together. That's the reason why I would watch it, not for those two. You know.
For me, it was all of them together. I like the
Yeah, the
unit of all
chemistry
three
for
of them
those
together.
two.
It was the chemistry. Yeah, I would probably watch it. Give it a watch, see if it was something that I could, get into. Um, you know, Charlemagne can be problematic. DJ Envy really just sits over there and just goes along to get along. The problematic one is Charlemagne. Charlemagne is always the one causing issues. But when you come from the likes of Wendy Williams, what do you expect?
Yeah, Charlemagne has always been problematic, especially when he makes those asinine comments all the time.
I
You
mean,
know what
but
I
he
mean?
comes from the world of Wendy Williams. I mean, look who he learned from. That's who he learned from. So, I
Yeah,
mean, what do you expect? That's what he knows. We'll see how that goes. We'll monitor the situation. These look like two very happy individuals. Now, people are remarking that every time you see this young man, he is smiling from ear to ear. Why? Oh, you may not know who this is. That is the black guy is his name is Robert Ross. But the problem isn't who the black guy is. The problem is who the girl is. That is Phoebe Gates, daughter of Bill and Melinda Gates, who, quiet as it's kept, is worth tens of billions with a B dollars. Tens of billions of dollars. So the people on Twitter are losing their minds because they're like, wait a minute. The hoteps, the manosphere, are high fiving him, saying, bruh, you hit it big time. You did that, bro. That's why you smiling from ear to ear. Oh yeah. Disrespecting this man. He's established in his own right. He's a very successful computer scientist. He I always say like this. You don't get into the room where you could even have a conversation with Phoebe Gates unless you rich, established, and got some shit going on yourself. I'm just saying. They talk about this is reparations going right. They got listen. Twitter has been clouding them, clouding because they say, listen, you never go find a picture of him not smiling from ear to ear. Now, here's my theory. My theory is he's a self-admitted nerd. He's a computer scientist. He's over there writing coding for AI, and so forth. I'm guaranteeing you, bro probably got meat. He probably got dick of death and cock of doom, and is over there blowing Phoebe Gates back out. I'm just telling you what I believe. Telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. Y'all look at him as a small little nerd with the smile on. Baby, them lights go out. They get in that good room. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. Hall monitors is after 1:30. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. You my boo. I love lovely 31 Blueprint. Hall monitors. I'm just saying, it be them ones like that look so unassuming. Just a good little nerd, skinny little nerd, nice, big ass, goofy smile. Baby, they pull out some shit that will take out the moon. Do you hear me? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh boy. I want to see the sex tape. I just want to see how big it is. That's all. To see if I'm proven right. I got a theory on this. Bruh is over here blowing her back out. I mean, if you're a billionaire heiress, you got tens of billions of dollars to waste. You ain't gonna waste it on no regular. You know what up, regular, schmegular, degular. I got all this money. Because I got money to pay for vaginal rejuvenation surgery and all that whenever I want. Go ahead and give me the gusto. I'm going for the gusto. Mm-mm. I'm just saying. Thoughts, Sean?
Uh, you can't knock a brother for his hustle.
I know
He
that's
is
right.
now married to an heiress, one of the richest men in the world, Bill Gates. I'm pretty sure he's blowing her back out, and giving her all
hmm
kind of back shots and everything. So
hmm
she's loving that black
hmm
peen, So, but it's giving me Get Out vibes too. Get Out, like a Jordan Peele movie.
It does.
Just
It does.
um,
Oh my God. Now that you say
grinning
that,
like a Cheshire cat.
like they do have the money to have some kind of sick, twisted shit going on that we don't know. They got the money and the science backing behind them to have all. Yeah, I could see this being Get Out.
Yeah,
I can see her
it's
legs
giving
is
me Get
back.
Out vibes. Yeah.
Jason, her legs is back. They are, but it does give me Get Out. That I can see. Cause look at that somebody. He's smiling a little too hard. A little too hard. And it's in every picture. I mean, I guess you blowing the back out of a billionaire with a beam. Just saying. Yeah. So, listen, y'all.
Yeah. I ain't mad at
This
him. Go
lady,
ahead.
this lady right here. Y'all might be wanting to know, well, who the hell is that? Well, child, I'm glad you asked. This young lady right here. Let me pull her up. She's one of the biggest drug lords in America. hmm Somebody's grandma right there.
Hmm.
She's one of the biggest drug lords in America. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention? She's the executive director of the San Jose Police
Where?
Officers Association, their union. Oh, did I forget to mention that? She is a police officer and the executive director of the San Jose Police Officers Association. Mama has a whole fentanyl drug ring
Oh,
going on. She been selling shit out of her office as executive director of the San Jose Police Officers Association. They said in one of the stings where they got drugs from her, there was enough fentanyl to overdose the entire city of San Jose. Let me say that again. They got enough drugs from her where everyone who resides in the city of San Jose would die of an overdose. Mama sending shit as far east as
mm,
North Carolina, from sea to shining sea, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. These drugs were made for you and me. I'm just saying. Now, here's the sad part. This really could have been a sugar spike segment. Uh, they're saying, they got her, she going to jail.
mm,
They're saying, oh, she could get a maximum of 20 years in prison. Wait, hold on. 20 years? Because you got people damn near doing lifetime sentences for a fucking eight ball. Okay? A fucking eight ball. You got black men and women in jail for damn near the rest of their life for a fucking 8 ball and Granny over here. I'm sorry, let me call her by her name. Joanne Marion Segovia, 64. Only gets up to 20 years. That's it. Oh yeah, that picture on the side, that's the San Jose Police Officers Association building where she works as executive director. Hmm. Where she was trafficking the fentanyl from. Hmm. She would send them pictures of the UPS because she would just send the UPS and stuff. Oh, your mama was bold. She said she would use the police association's account with UPS and stuff like that and FedEx to send the drugs out. Hmm. Hmm. Because she knew if it's coming from the police, if it's coming from the police, what are we checking? We don't think this is gonna be drugs that they send out, and if it is, maybe it's a part of evidence or something that they send it out, mailing somewhere. Mm. She's 64. She give me a good 75.
Well, she just messed up her pension.
If you go on her Instagram, she got all kind of cute like grandma, pictures and stuff, dancing and doing her little things with her little old people and stuff like that. Mind you, mama is the whole drug lord, a whole ass drug lord. She's been doing this for, I think they said, since 2003 or something like that.
Damn.
The problem is they ain't looking for her. They looking for our black asses, but they ain't looking for her. See, this is why this should have been a sugar spike segment.
Mm,
Not with Farrah Fawcett hairdo.
yeah. And I'll
Yes.
tell you, this is a classic example of a hiding in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Because they're not looking for her. They're not looking for her.
Yeah.
Well, Obama's been out here getting it in, making millions of dollars, sending fentanyl all over the country. Mm-hmm.
And white
In plain sight.
yeah.
In plain sight, right here. Just a mess. Rosie Perez came out this week and told us that she had to fire one of her agents because one of her agents told her that she needed, back in the day, that she needed to dye her hair blonde and get a nose job and get other plastic surgery to make herself look more white, and that she would get more jobs there. This is back during her heyday in the early 90s. Rosie Perez, she was the choreographer for the Fly Girls or A Living Color. She was on White Man Can't Jump. She was on one of the movies with Spike Lee. I remember her being in the Spike Lee movie in the late 80s, early 90s time. I can't remember which movie. But Rosie Perez, somebody in my chat will probably remember the movie. But she said she had to fire her
I can't
I
think
know
of it
she
right
was in
now.
White Man
That's the
Can't
one.
Jump, but it was another one. Huh? She told him no. She said, fuck you and fuck your life, you're fired. I don't blame her. Was it Do the Right Thing? Okay, she was in, or Fight the Power. I think it was Fight the Power.
Yeah.
She was in Fight the Power. Cause I remember she was in.
Where was she was dancing with the boxing gloves at the beginning of the movie?
Was that Do the Right Thing? That might have been Do the Right Thing. Oh, she was in both Do the Right Thing and Fight the Power.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, they say she was. I knew. Listen, the chat, they always get it right. They never miss a beat. I'm here for it. Wait, Tracy. So you said she should have went blonde? I don't think she would look as good blonde, especially back in the day. Rosie Perez was a very attractive woman back in the day. I'm glad she said no. Fuck you and fuck your life. Shout out to Rosie Perez. Our president is in the news, so he's been having
Yeah, shout out to
dinners
her.
with the Hollywood elite. He has his own production company, and he has a deal with Netflix for TV and movies, TV programming and movies with Netflix. And so he's been having meetings with the Hollywood elite to, just hobnobs, rub elbows, get some ideas. And basically, I mean, do you turn down? I didn't put this up here for that. My question is, if you go into dinner at Obama's house, what do you expect to eat? Wrong answers only. I'm just saying, if I'm going to dinner with Hollywood's elite A-listers, now I mean they say he done had Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, Regina King, Janelle Monáe, Coleman Domingo. He done had everybody up in there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. I mean, what do you expect to eat at dinner at the Obama? I expect there's some greens with ham in it, with a ham hock in it. None of this new school, oh, I only put turkey in my greens, smoked turkey in my greens. Fuck that. I need the ham hock and everything up in there. I need some swine. Do you hear me? Swine. That's what I expect. I expect to eat cornbread with those collard greens that taste that it tastes like cake. You know what I'm saying? Because I like my cornbread sweet. I like my good jiffy. Matter of fact, I might put a little more sugar in my jiffy cornbread mix. You play around with me, you know what I'm saying? Because I like my cornbread good and sweet. I expect to get some ribs fresh off the grill. You know what I'm saying? I need some baked macaroni and cheese that's sickening, that got about six different types of cheeses in it, but it certainly got that sharp or medium cheddar in it. Don't get it twisted. I mean, what are we eating at the Obama's house when we go? You know what I'm saying? Actually, I expect a collection of greens: turnip greens, mustard greens, or collard greens. Have your pick, whichever one you want. Or some color. Don't give me this new school. You know how new school people be like, "Oh, I cooked some kale. That's the greens I made today." No, we're not cooking kale. I need some collard greens. Stop playing with me, Lord. For dinner, what else I'm looking for from the Obamas? I need some crab legs because that's the new black thing now. You gotta eat some crab legs with some butter sauce. With some butter sauce. I need some dressing. I don't need no stuffing. I need dressing, okay? Not stuffing. Dressing.
Yeah.
Ooh, girl, because these people be tripping. I need a good ham. Okay, since you Hawaiian, I figure you gonna have some pineapples on that good ham. That Michelle make sure she put pineapples on your ham. I mean, it's for the ancestors. It's for the ancestors. Listen, I need some sickening fried chicken.
Yeah.
I need some sick. When I bite
And
into
some
it, the
good
crunch rings from wall to wall, room to room. The crunch from that first bite into that fried chicken is supposed to ring from wall to wall, room to room. Do you hear me? I need some
Yeah.
scrimp, not shrimp, scrimps. I need some red Kool-Aid. Don't give me no. I don't want none of this. Water. I need some red Kool-Aid. What flavor? Red. You know what flavor that is. Don't ask me no question.
Red.
What flavor? You got to have the right amount of pineapple juice in that red Kool-Aid, okay, to give it that extra kick and flavor. And if you do it right, you have the right amount of alcohol in it too. I'm just saying. Xavier, you say you need some candy yams? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I need some fried fish. Some good fried fish, El Teddy.
Yeah,
Fried
somebody in the
fish.
back frying some good fish. Yeah. Some good catfish too. I need some cat or some snapper. One of the two. Give me some catfish or some snapper. Don't give me that
Yeah.
tilapia mess. Give me some snapper or some catfish. I'm telling you what I want. And if you cooking me some snapper, I want the head on. I want the whole snapper with the head on. I'm just saying. All of it. I need okra casserole with my okra and tomatoes and a little bit of onion up in there. I need all of that. I need all of it. Some people put corn in theirs too. I don't too much care for the corn. Just give me the simple old school okra and tomato. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of onion up in there. You know what I'm saying? Give me that. I'm good for that. Just saying.
What about some neck bones? Some neck
I can do
bones
some
and
neck bones
rice
and lima beans.
with the good
I can
perk.
do some neck bones and lima beans now. Oh
Neck bone.
yes.
Oh yeah, lima bean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, or a good pork chop. Yeah, give me a pork chop sandwich. That's the appetizer. Pork chop sandwiches. Black people, even though I'll eat mayonnaise, black people like they pork chop sandwich with a thin coat of mayonnaise on the bread, one slice of tomato,
Lettuce and
and then a fried piece of pork chop. That's all they need. That's all they need. A thin,
and
a thin layer of goddamn mayonnaise, one thin slice of tomato, slap it on top of that pork chop. That's all they need. That's all they need. That's all black people need now. I'm trying to tell you. You might sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper on the bread just to give it a little something. But if you cook your pork chop right, you don't even need that. That's the
yeah.
appetizer. Pork chop sandwiches. They make it as sliders. They have them cut into parts of pork chop sandwich sliders. Somebody should do that though. That'd be a sickening slider though. Think about it. You took a regular pork chop, maybe cut it in two, cut it in half, and had them as sliders. A pork chop sandwich slider. Somebody should do that. They'll make a good. The people descended from the Caucasus Mountains don't know nothing about that. They'll eat that shit up like it's steak tartare or caviar. And black people been eating that shit since the dawn of time. I'm just saying. Somebody out there with a restaurant by us and for us, owned by us and catering to us, y'all should have that as an appetizer. Pork chop sandwich sliders. You'll make a lot of money. Just give me my percentage. You heard it here first. If y'all go somewhere and see that, y'all know they was watching my channel. Just know that. Just know that. All right, so y'all, we got two shows coming out on May 7th. Now, most of y'all gonna be over there watching the Real House Skanks of Atlanta, giving us the same title as bullshit they've been giving us for the last how many seasons? Because they ain't got nobody new this season. So I don't feel like nothing new. We gonna get the same title as bullshit that we've been getting. However, this other show, Martha's Vineyard, Summer House Martha's Vineyard. I watched the premiere for the trailer for that. It's coming out the same day. That shit look good. Now you want to know what I'm gonna be reviewing? I might do. I don't know if I'm gonna do Housewives of Atlanta. I'm gonna watch it, but I don't know if I'm gonna review it. But I definitely plan to review Summer House Martha's Vineyard because they are carrying over there. Do you hear me? They over there. A bunch of black people carrying on. The black bourgeoisie, the elitists, the really B type of people, they go to Martha's Vineyard and have been going to Martha's Vineyard for over 100 years now. That was one of the first beaches where black people could go and hang out and buy property. And, members of the boule and, members of the bourgeoisie in various areas, they would go to Mont, especially in DC area. They would go to Martha's Vineyard, honey, and have a good time. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to what go watch this. Not right now. Don't go watch the trailer now. But after we get off this live, go watch the trailer for Summer House Martha's Vineyard. It looks promising. I'm looking forward to watching it as much as because the house skanks give us the same shit every time. Love and Hip Hop is unwatchable, but this right here looks like a reality show I can get into.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
So
here for it.
yeah, I listen. These people right here on this show, if the show is as good as the trailer makes it out to be, now y'all know sometimes the trailer sensationalizes shit and makes it way better than than it should be. But from what I'm seeing, it look better than the Housewives, if you ask me. So they do have us represented there.
Mhm.
So I'm here for it. They supposed to lose their mind when one of the girls bring a white boy to the mansion as well. Cause they all, they're going to this big mansion for the summer to hang out. And all of them, come from elitist families and backgrounds and stuff. Most of them, I should say. Well, one of the girls bring a white boy over there. And they're like, girl. It's supposed to be from the trailer. It looks really good. I'm excited about it. So I absolutely. Um, dark skinned dude in the hat is one of the girls. Is that the one? He looked a little different on there. The one I remember he had a beard. The one that I thought was one of the girls with the beard. The one with the glasses too that's next to him. I thought he was one of the girls just pretending too. But I'm just saying. Yeah, they do, Joshua. They do have the same time for Joshua. Thank you for falling out the bushes, Joshua. How long you been here? Hall monitors, hall monitors, monitor the door. Hall monitors, monitor the door. Joshua, where you been at, Joshua? You don't be over here like you used to be, Joshua. And you late to class. Hall monitors. Oh, hey, Joshua, boo. Now I'm gonna try to suffer through the Housewives of Atlanta. I don't. First of all, I have no sympathy for Drew Sidora. I don't care about her. She gonna be crying and carrying on all season. I'm not here for it. I'm only in it for one reason. Sonya, Sonya's husband, Aaron Ross. The more I see of Aaron Ross, the better I be. Other than that, I'm not really here for. I'm just here to see Aaron Ross. So anytime Sonya can parade her fine ass, chocolatey ass husband out there for all of us to see, as well as her sister husband too, because the sister husband is fine too. They stay with them. That's Aaron Ross' best friend or whatever. He fine too. If you could just bring them on my television screen more often, then we're in a good place. Just saying, we're in a good place. So y'all lay around for it. I'm anticipating it. I'm you know, I'm really, looking out for. All right. Well then, with that, when we see our fine ass boo right there, y'all know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of the audience. It is now time for our sugar spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Wait a minute. Don't drug lord lady look like Taste the Biscuits lady? Don't she look like instead of selling drugs, she should be somewhere talking about take me out, Moose, standing next to Moose, telling Moose to take her out? Don't she look like she should be saying, "Take me out, Moose"? It is our sugar spike segment, y'all. Listen, the members only chat. I put in the members only chat the video to the whole song. The whole song is so much more epic. If you're in the members only chat and you've seen the video that I put up of the whole song with him singing it, please tell them the whole song is epic. It's so epic. It's so great. So great. But you got to be in the members only chat. The members only chat has the whole video. It's so good. Members only chat. Shout out to the members in the members only chat. So here's our sugar spike segment of the day. So our first sugar spiky moment today. So I have an update on this story. So last year I did a story about the fact that the state of Texas, governed by Governor Hot Wheels, Greg Abbott, not to be confused with the Greg or Gregory Abbott who sang "Shake, Girl, I Want to Shake You Down," which was a popular hit back in the '80s. You read my mind, girl, I want to shake you down. I can give you all the loving you need. You know, that was the jam back in the day. But not that Greg Abbott, the Gregory Abbott that's in the wheelchair. They passed a law that made it where that went through their legislature that made it where insurance companies no longer had to pay for prep. So people who were on prep, there were federal um, provisos and laws and stipulations in place that said the insurance companies would have to provide payment for prep. So if you were someone who wanted to take prep so it would prevent you from getting HIV and AIDS, you could pay. Your insurance company would pay most of it, and you would have a very small copay for it. Well, and it could because it's a very expensive drug. Well, now Texas passed a law that said that insurance companies no longer had to do that because the federal government put it in place because they thought it was a great way to limit and prevent people from getting HIV. So they passed that through. It went through. They were sued. It went to the appeals, and they won. So it went to the appeals court, and a Texas judge has ruled against because this was all under Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act. So the Texas judge ruled against the Affordable Care Act and upheld the Texas law, saying that you no longer had that insurance companies no longer have to pay to subsidize the payment for PrEP, which is a horrible thing. And so now there's going to be more appeals that will come. But there was a 28-page opinion. The case was Braidwood Management Incorporated versus Xavier Barrera. Um, and the company where Xavier Barrera worked had private insurance, and they felt that they didn't have, well, not private insurance, but it, it was a private insurance, but it was one of the larger insurance companies. And most of the larger insurance companies are under federal regulations and stipulations where they have to back certain drugs and have certain subsidies and pay for certain things. And the Texas ruling has said that they no longer have to do that. So that this is a horrible thing for all of our brothers and sisters in the state of Texas, not just gay brothers and sisters in the state of Texas, but though anybody, even heterosexual people in the state of Texas, because there are people. PrEP is not just for gay people; it's for heterosexual people as well, because HIV is not a gay disease. It's for anybody, that has unprotected sex or that where blood can be transmitted from one to another. So I think this is a horrible thing. Hopefully, they take this all the way up to the Supreme Court. However, it ain't looking good if it gets up to the Supreme Court because we know how the Supreme Court is aligned right now. This is bad. This is really, really bad. This is very much a sugar spiky moment, and a lot of our brothers and sisters in the Rainbow Coalition compound are not paying attention to politics, not knowing that politics is affecting them with things like this. Your thoughts, Sean?
Um, just to piggyback, politics is in every facet of our life. You know,
Hmm.
a lot of people, a lot of the LGBTQIA plus, they don't think that it affects us or them. You know, it affects us
Hmm.
because we have to be just like this is happening in Texas. It's going to happen in Florida. It's going to
Hmm.
happen in Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, all of the red states. This is they found a loophole to go in and dismantle part of ACA or the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare. So they found a loophole, and this makes it more important for us to get out and vote because your vote truly does count. Because when Trump, I don't like to say when 45 was in office, he stacked the courts with Federalist Society judges, people, attorneys that have never even heard a case yet. And they're at a bench and they're making decisions that's going to affect us for the rest of our life. So we got caught sleeping at the wheel, just like after Obama was elected in 2008, the Tea
Hmm.
Party came about. And now we have the January. So, we just got to stay vigilant and vote. We got to vote.
The sad part about it
Those are my
is
thoughts.
they're equating prep to just being for gay people, and it's not just for gay people. So the crux of this whole lawsuit is
Hmm.
religious freedom, saying that their religion doesn't agree with homosexuality, so they don't feel that they should have to pay for prep. But prep isn't just for gay people; it's for anyone who feels like they may be in the practice of something that may make them susceptible to AIDS. That has nothing to do with sexuality. It has to do with sex, period. And it has to do with blood transferring, which is breaking of the skin during sex, where blood or semen and blood can interact, and therefore that can cause the transmittal of the HIV virus. But their whole thing is that this is a violation of their religious freedom because they feel that PrEP is just for homosexuals when it's not. And that's unfortunate that we are here arguing whether or not HIV is still just a gay disease in 2023, more than 40 years since, we found out about it. But we're here. So there was a lot of sugar spiky moments this week for the state of Mississippi. The state of Mississippi is in the news this week for a whole lot, just a lot. So let me break this down. There was um, a legislation that passed in the state of Mississippi through their legislature that allowed for the circuit courts of Mississippi to be basically dismantled and for the state to come, and this is for Jackson, Mississippi, I should say, the circuit courts in Jackson, Mississippi, the capital, to basically be dismantled, and the state to take over and put in their people and say that all of the cases that would normally go to circuit court judges would now be under the jurisdiction of the state judges, and so taking that out of the hands of the city of Jackson, Mississippi, which is the largest predominantly black city in America. It has the most,
Hmm.
it has the highest percentage of black people of any city in America, any major city, I should say, in America. Now, So there, and the problem is circuit court judges are appointed in most cases by city government. In addition to that, they had a situation where the guy who was in the top right corner, he was supposed to be appointed as he was supposed to be appointed as the Mississippi superintendent of education for the great state of Mississippi, for the entire state of Mississippi. And what they decided to do was, he was already serving in that capacity in an interim role when the previous guy resigned. He was doing a good job. The white people are part of the legislature as well as their Governor Reeves said, no, we don't want any parts of this black man, even though the black man is from Mississippi and had, went to college outside of Mississippi and did well, worked his way up, became superintendent over in North Carolina and stuff like that. And they had chosen him to head their board of education in the for the whole state. The governor and the legislature said no. Even though he's doing this in the interim, they brought him in to do it for an interim time. He was doing a great job. They said, nah, we want one of our people. So they rejected him. And the black lawmakers in the state Senate and the state House lost their mind. They had a whole, that's what you see in the top left, where they had a whole meltdown on the legislature there. In addition to that, whole chunks of the city of Jackson, Mississippi, instead of being under the control or the jurisdiction of Jackson Police Department, the state has decided, oh no, we want most of Jackson, Mississippi to be under the control of the Capitol, Mississippi Capitol Police, whose only jurisdiction was in and around the governor's mansion or the state capitol building, just those areas. Now they want those people who are under the jurisdiction of the Mississippi legislature. They want that police department to govern the majority of Jackson, Mississippi, or whole chunks of Jackson, Mississippi. This all boils down to one thing. They don't feel that a city of majority black people have the capacity to govern themselves. They want to take over the police. They want to take over the judicial system in Jackson, as well as the education of the entire state. They don't feel that black people have the capacity in a city, majority black, governed by blacks, have the capacity to do right by themselves. It's the slave mentality. Look at what happens to the state of the city of Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. has been majority black going back to slavery times. Why? Because that's where slaves lived, because they had to work in and around the White House to build the White House, to be servants at the White House, and so forth during slavery times. And so it was populated by majority black people. And so the state, this country didn't feel like black people could govern themselves by themselves in a city for them and by them. So they took over, which is why Washington never got statehood, and which is why the city of Washington, D.C. is always under subjection from Congress. In the same regard, that's how we had all of the riots and different things that took over black cities some 150 years ago, where they started eradicating black cities all over the country because they hated that black people could live, govern themselves, and be governed by only themselves. They wanted that white supremacy. They wanted to be able to say, no, blacks can't have anything. White people always have to be able to be in charge and govern them. So that's what we have happening in the great state of Mississippi in 2023. Sean.
Okay. There's so much to unpack here. You do know that our good frat brother, Chokwe Lumumba, is the mayor of Jackson, Mississippi.
Of Jackson, yep, he is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the mayor of Mississippi. Mississippi has constantly been at the bottom of every single, like education, healthcare, at the bottom like 48, 49 out of 50 states. Um, uh, when white, they have Republican legislature. I think both the House and the Senate, the state Senate
Mm-hmm.
are Republican, correct? Am I
Yep.
correct on that?
Yep.
They have a
Yep.
Republican governor, Tate Reeves. They still have a water crisis there. There are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people that they do not have plumbing. They are on septic tanks. We have, I remember when they had they're still having the water crisis. Tate Reeves had a water truck parked up next to the governor's mansion while people were
Mm-hmm.
in his city, in the city of Jackson, did not have running water. That's unacceptable. And this what they're doing now, they're setting up an apartheid state. That's what it
Yep.
is. Privatize everything. You can't. That's privatization is the devil. You're taking away the rights of everyone, the people. You're mandating them how we're supposed to live, basically. And that's not a democracy. Not a democracy. I see shades of South Africa all over the place. They're creating a whole judicial system separate from what
Yep.
we have established. What's wrong with the other one? Yeah. It's going to lead to more incarcerations of our black males. It's going to lead to, it's going to lead to all of that. Those are just my opinion. That's my opinion.
Every horrible thing that you can think of is going to happen there. No good.
It's going to happen.
The legislature in Mississippi has said we're not giving up our white supremacy and our white privilege. Please be clear. We want no parts of y'all black asses. And I'm going to continue to say, when people show you who they are, get the hell out of Dodge.
Mhm.
And so a lot of us black people living in some of these red states, we need to start to see the writings on the wall and read the tea leaves. I'm now, that doesn't mean I'm not for us going and making our voices heard and protesting. But when you deal with states like Mississippi and Texas and Florida, where we have dictatorial, authoritarian leadership, where everything is dictated by the governor and everything they want, they literally change everything so that everything goes in their favor. That's not democracy. And the sad part is Washington, D.C. is sitting back with their twiddling their thumbs while all of this is going on.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna monitor this, but it's just not, and it ain't just Mississippi. We just had a overkill of stories from Mississippi this week, but it ain't just Mississippi. In more sugar spiky news, I meant to cover this earlier this week, and I just didn't because I just had a lot going on. But that young man who you see there is none other than Jim Trotter, who's a sports journalist. And he was one of the few, if only, black sports journalists that was not an athlete. We know we had in the past one of our LGBT brothers, LV Granderson, who is a black gay sports journalist, but kind of moved more toward mainstream journalism and politics. But Jim Trotter, who he's not LGBT, but he is one of the few, if only, not only, but one of the very few black journalists in sports journalism that's not an athlete. Most of the people who you see in sports journalism nowadays are former athletes, many of whom don't have the intellectual wherewithal and fortitude to really cover that job. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Anyway, um, there are a couple who do, like our good frat brother Ryan Clark. He's a good one. But Jim Trotter worked for the NFL Network when some shit shook down from the NFL, and the fact that a lot of the hirings going on with these NFL coaches isn't going the way of uh, black coaches, and it looks like Brian Flores's lawsuit is legitimized. Jim Trotter, Roger Goodell had a press conference. Jim Trotter asked him some very hard questions about black people and the fact that black people aren't getting jobs in head coaching positions or general manager positions and things like that. Asked him some very tough questions. That the news conference happens one day. The very next day, NFL Network said, "We will not renew your contract. Thank you for coming. Please drive safely." Very next day, the very next day, and you're talking about a man who's been working in sports journalism, very well respected for at least 15 years now. Very well respected, very great journalist, and because he had some very pointed and tough questions for for the commissioner of the NFL about the hiring practices of black people, he was fired from the NFL Network. There, I shouldn't say he was fired. Let me take that back. He was told that his contract would not be renewed, and his contract is up in a month or two. So what he said was he just went on ahead and said, "Well, thank you for your time," and resigned. This happens. And the problem is in the sports arena, it happens more often than not, and it gets swept under the table because owners, and I'm calling them what they are, owners, because this is a the 21st century slave trade we have in a lot of sports industries. The owners feel like they have complete autonomy. Nobody can check them. Nobody can do anything to them. Now the owners, Roger Goodell works for the owners. He doesn't work for the players. He works for the owners. And Roger Goodell sends a horrible message to us as black people, where this journalist that worked for NFL Network had some questions that you needed to answer. And the fact that you didn't feel that you wanted to answer them, or you felt that they were too tough, and now this man is fired, is a travesty of justice. Mhm. I wanted to really unpack this story earlier this week, but I didn't get a chance because I had a lot going on. But his name is Jim Trotter, and it's horrible. Any thoughts, Sean?
This gives me shades of ESPN and Jamel Hill. Remember when she made the
Mm-hmm.
comments about Trump? Was it
Mm-hmm.
about Trump? Jamel
Mm-hmm.
Hill, the
Yep.
journalist that I saw one of that extra smoke dragon, Brett Favre. You got Brett Favre taking money from the Mississippi. What was it for? It was actually for poor
So,
people. Well, I don't want to say
welfare
poor
and SNAP
people, but it
payment.
was
SNAP.
a fund. He
Mhm.
took the money. The welfare, the SNAP, all of that. Where's the outrage over that? And he's trying to sue Shannon Sharp. Roger Goodell has always been problematic, going back to when our frat brother Colin Kaepernick took a knee, and he's been blackballed. He has not been able to get a, and he's an excellent. He's moved on to bigger and better things. So those are my thoughts on that. So
The NFL is nothing more than a plantation. Let's be clear. It's a
yeah,
freaking plantation. They have the slave auction, which they like to call the combine, and the draft. They then have owners
yeah.
sitting way high up in their skyboxes, the big house, looking down on the slaves, the
Mm-hmm.
players, beat each other into submission, all for their enjoyment and entertainment. Meanwhile, these same players are thrown pennies because even though they feel like they're doing something by getting a couple millions, to the slave owners, those are pennies because they're making much more off of them. And they know in a few years, CTE is going to set in and they're not going to good at, and they're not going to be able to do anything with that money because they're going to get CTE. Also, the NFL is still one of the only leagues where they don't have guaranteed contracts. At any given moment, if they don't like you, they can say, "Okay,
Yep.
I'm snatching all this money from you because you didn't do what I wanted you to do because you didn't you do your sambo dance and your step and fetch routine, in order to make me feel good. So I'm gonna just release you and take all your money away." That I was that's one of the few times in I can think of in American culture where a contract is invalid. How does that work in a capitalist society? I have a contract with you that says that you're going to give me X amount of money, but at any given time, for any moment, you can break that contract and not pay me the money that you signed to pay me. Make that make sense? It's the slave trade. All right, y'all. So we have a video breakdown this week. Listen, last week we had so much fun with the two. We only got one this week, not two. We just got one. So, I know in the
I don't
video
know what we
breakdown,
about to see.
y'all know in the video breakdown, we got to play the video a couple of times so you can focus on a different thing each time. So I'm gonna play it this first time, and we gonna go from there. Here's the first time. All right, here we go. Now listen, there was a lot going on in this video. The first thing that pops in my mind is, why does this little boy have his pants on backwards? Look at the brother. I guarantee you, these are the same evangelicals that be out here talking about gay people are out here grooming and stuff like that. If that ain't grooming, okay, if that ain't grooming and indoctrination, but why was that little boy paying? I want y'all to go this second time. I want y'all to look at two things. Look at the little boy with his pants on backwards. How you gonna go pee? How is his pants on backwards? And then the little sister, not the one shouting, the other little sister that's in the background, looking like, girl, I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. I'm not here for this bullshit. Can somebody please take me to the side? I was like, oh God, it's so much going on. Hold on. Here we go again. Okay, this is the second go round. Second go round. Everybody focus on something different. The second go round. All right, go. But baby, why are you licking your tongue out like that? Like, what is happening? Did you did you see her doing this? Like, what is
Yeah.
happening? I'm trying to figure out what is going on. What is happening? Oh, listen, it's so much. Why does nobody have on shoes? Like, except for the little boy, everybody else got their shoes on. Baby, where's your shoe? Put on some damn shoes. Like, everybody she walked by, except for her brother, ain't have on no shoes. Like, what is happening? Did you see the boy with his pants on backwards, though? I'm just trying to figure out. If I saw this going on in my church, I would just leave. Maybe it's time to go. Because she's over there mimicking. I'm guarantee you what happened. She went there that morning and said, listen, she told her brother, you know, they're going to carry us up to this altar. They're going to try and have us tarry at the altar. Baby, I ain't got time for it today. I'm going to give the people what they want. I'm going to just start jumping around, run around, shaking my head like they say I'm supposed to, and get it all over with. Otherwise, that's how they used to do in them chariot services where they have you call Jesus, 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 and say call them till you feel them. And then when you say you feel them, they say, nah, you don't feel them yet. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? And it's really not calling till you feel them. It's calling till they feel that you feel them. Just a mess. Just a mess. Wait, I ain't even catch the part with Granny rubbing his stomach. See, y'all always catch shit. Okay. One more time. Sean, you have any preliminary commentary before we watch it this last time of what your people got going on over here?
I'm the I'm the little girl in the back, standing back away from all the foolishness. That's me. Just standing away. Remember the little girls just standing away from the altar? She's like, what is going on?
Like, girl, what is happening? Why are we here? Girl.
She got her hand up to her mouth like this, like, what is going on? I didn't sign up for this.
All right, one more time. All right. Listen, little ginger haired white girl shaking your head. We all have already filled our quota of children shouting. You want to know? Here's the only child we want to see shouting. Here he go.
After this, we gonna be all right. Josh Brown. Hey. Say after this, we gonna be all right. Wait, hold on, and live long.
That's the only children that we want to see shouting. We don't want to see you, little ginger haired white girl, shaking your hair all over the place. We don't have that type of time. We don't have that type of time playing with you. Ah, what's next? Oh, in the year. All right, y'all know what time it is. What year do you think we're doing this year? What year? Last year we did what, 1974? We done been doing a lot of old years recently. So what year do you think we're doing this year? 2008? Mm, mm. It might be Xavier. 93? I see nobody doing like old school years because y'all think we ain't doing no more old school. 2014? Mm. 1977? Do you have any guesses, Xavier, Sean?
Uh, 1996.
96. All right. The year is 1991. In the year
Oh,
1991. Oh, yes. 1991. Let's see how good 1991 was to us. The Super Nintendo was introduced to the world, and kids around America spent hours playing Super Nintendo. And Biggie would later craft a song with Super Nintendo in the lyrics. I was a little boy back then, a little boy. Operation Desert Storm with General Norman Schwarzkopf and stuff like that. Um, Daddy Bush, George Herbert Walker Bush, was president at the time. We had Desert Storm. Yeah, that was for Kuwait, wasn't it? Yeah, that was because of Kuwait.
hmm
Oh man, we were at war. Norman
weapons
Schwarzkopf,
of
if you
mass
remember that
destruction.
song, he was like he could do no wrong at that point. Back then. I think he was in the army.
Yeah.
Colin Powell. Yeah, y'all's boy got arrested in 1991. They finally got him from killing dozens of black gay men. They finally got his
Mm.
ass, and then he later on got his ass murked in jail. Good. I ain't feel no kind of ways when he got murked. hmm Get his ass. Get his ass. Well, that's y'all boy, Mr. Dahmer. Pee Wee Herman, if y'all remember, got arrested for jacking off in the adult movie theater. Remember that in the adult movie theater? My question was,
hmm
I always said there had to be a little more than that because back in those days, that just is the thing that went on in the adult bookstore, the adult store. You watching you something, you- motherfuckers is stroking it out. I'm just saying.
They doing more than stroking. They doing
Yeah,
everything
that
up in
too.
there.
Yeah. But he sure got arrested in Florida, of course, in Florida. Mike Tyson also got arrested for allegedly raping that girl, Desiree, what was her name? Desiree Washington, I think.
Yeah.
He got arrested for that in 1991. He was just arresting everybody in 1991. He was kind of cute back then, though. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, dear God.
Oh,
Ugh.
oh,
This whole
this
thing
Negro
happened with
here.
Anita Hill. This motherfucker right here. Yeah, we had his confirmation hearings, the whole Anita Hill, the whole pubic hairs on Coke cans and everything. Remember that whole thing where it was his pubic hairs on the can of Coke or something like that? It was a mess. It was nobody believed her. Jesus. These are some shows
Mm.
that started in 1991. Freaking Maury Povich started in 1991. I was a huge Ren and Stimpy fan. I love, oh my
Oh,
God, loved Ren and Stimpy in 1991. Yes,
I love them too. That was so inappropriate, but I loved it.
it
It was
was. And
very
I knew as
inappropriate.
a child I shouldn't be watching it. Doug, I watched Doug and it had significance to me when I was a freshman in the 100. That became my freshman name. And I
Love
hated it
Doug.
after that. But yeah. Rock was a good show. I'm surprised. I thought it had more than three
Yes.
seasons, though.
Yeah.
I remember Dinosaurs with the little baby, not the mama, when he would call her daddy.
Yeah.
And he would always say, not the mama, instead of calling him daddy. Maury Povich did not start off with DNA tests, believe it or not. He came in when talk shows
No.
were all the rage with, Sally Jesse Raphael and Phil Donahue, Oprah,
Ricky Lake. Remember
Ricky
Ricky
Lake,
Lake?
Geraldo Rivera. So many people had talk shows were
Yeah.
big back then. Montel Williams, talk shows were huge back then. Like that was a really big thing.
Huge. Yeah.
If you wanted to be somebody, you was gonna have a talk show. Top grossing movies of '91, all familiar to me. All familiar to me. You still, believe it or not, hear about a lot of these movies. Like there are references in TV shows to many of these movie one-liners from many of these movies. Silence of the Lamb, like these were big, big movies. Big, big movies. The Naked Gun, all of those movies were so good. They were so funny to me.
Mm.
I don't
Very
know
much.
why. I just found them so funny, even with OJ. But all of these movies have so many one-liners. They're so good. Here is the music from
Love Adamson.
91. Oh, why do I have to? I must have left that. Oh man, I left out one of the. Oh wow, I left out a whole 18 through, and those were good. Sorry, y'all. Let me tell you what was in that category. I'm sorry, I left out a whole. I was rushing y'all. I apologize. I'm never this bad. Let me tell y'all what was in the 18 through 31 slot. I could at least tell y'all, pull it up and tell y'all what was there. This is my trifling ass copied it wrong, copied and pasted it to the slide deck wrong. Hold on, let me pull it up. Some of y'all like, shut up, LTD. It's almost time for palate cleanser. We're just here for the fucking palate cleanser. We don't care about nothing else but palate cleansers. I know. All right, let me see here. So in the 18 through 21 slot, we have 18 was I Adore Mia More by Color Me Bad. Oh, that was a joke. I adore me. Number 19 is Janet Jackson. Love Will Never Do Without You. Well, I thought I was watching porn. I did as a little boy. Number 20 is Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Good Vibrations. Oh, this is a hell of a list. Number 21 is Justify My Love by Madonna. 22 is Emotions by my queen Mariah. Number 23 is Joyride by Roxette. Number 24 is Romantic by Karen White. Number 25 is Hold You Tight by Tara Kemp. Number 26 is I Don't Want to Cry by my queen Mariah. Number 27 is You're in Love by Wilson Phillip. Oh, I love that song. You're in love. I love Wilson Phillips. Don't judge me, okay? Number 28 is Every Heartbeat by Amy Grant. Number 29 is Sensitivity by Ralph Tresvant. Number 30 is Touch Me All Night Long by Kathy Dennis. 31 is I've Been Thinking About You by London Beat. 32 is Do Anything by Natural Selection. 33 is Losing My Religion by REM. Great song. Number 34 is Coming Out of the Dark by Gloria Estefan. And number 35 is Lenny Kravitz. It Ain't Over Till It's Over. That's a great ass list for the. I'm mad that the 18 through 35 is not on there. You got DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince with Summertime. Celine Dion, Where Does My Heart Beat Now? Oh, I love Paula Abdul, Promise of a New Day. Mm. These are some, listen, these are some gems from my childhood. Power of Love by Lufa. Ooh, Tracy Spencer, This Times is I. Yes, I love Tracy Spencer back in the day. This is a great list, y'all. That's a great list. Things that make you go, hmm. Great list. All right, moving on. What time is it? Oh, y'all favorite time. It's y'all favorite time. Palette cleansers. Palette cleansers. I don't have that many because I was rushing this week, so I don't have that many. So get it how you live, okay? Get it how you live. Mm. Hey, boo. There goes some chocolate beauty. Don't say I'm not inclusive. Do not say I'm not inclusive of the XX chromosomes. Look at them thighs. Dear God. Oh, hey, but now that right there, I could do some things with that right there. Ooh, ooh, mm, ooh. I'm about to go back to that one when we get off. Don't say I'm not inclusive. There you go. There you go. You're always complaining. I'll include the menses or the lesbian. Hey, boy. You and your dog. Hey, boy. That's a lot. That's a lot of muscle right there. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. Oh, that waistline is snatched. Snatched. Hey, chocolate drop. I need a little more going on in the boxer briefs, but hey, chocolate drop. He got oil glistening all over his body. Oh, you looking for? Oh, what's that in your pants? Oh, wait, what's that in your pants? God, oh, okay, okay.
Mm.
It's the smile for me. Oh, and the eyes. I'm an eye man. I love good eyes. Oh, praise God. Yeah, we needed these palate cleansers to cleanse our palate after all of the things that we talked about today. All right, if you're into that kind of thing, okay,
Mm.
okay, okay. Oh, hey now, hey,
Mm, okay.
got a little something for everybody. Something for everybody. I thought I had less than this. Apparently, I had a few. I thought I only had about 10 or 12. So obviously, I had a bunch. All right. Yeah, Tracy, we do always. Now, this right here is my speed. You know, I like my boy tall and skinny. So I'm here for anything tall and skinny. That's right up my alley. My style. That's my speed. My type. Oh yeah, we got to do them. Huh? Okay, 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 okay. Oh, hey boy. Oh, four. That's how many rounds we going? Four rounds. 4 rounds. Ew. Ooh. Uh, what you looking mean for? Oh, hey cutie. Okay, okay, okay. Another one of y'all. Okay, 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 okay. Another one of y'all. Okay, okay. Y'all good with that? Y'all good? We good? All right. Oh, now for those of you all who looking for something a little more seasoned, salt and pepper. There you go, right there. There you go. Don't say I ain't give y'all nothing. Say I ain't give y'all nothing. Something a little more seasoned, a little more salt and pepper. He's cute. Mm-hmm. Woo. Ah, I let him do some things. I feel like we had her before. I don't know. She's still cute. Now this young lady is giving me Eva. She don't give you Eva in the face. Oh, all right, all right, ladies and gentlemen. That is the last of our palate cleansers. Listen, y'all. We have had a phenomenal time today on Silly Saturday. I done gave y'all 3 straight weeks of Silly Saturday. Y'all know I have been neglecting y'all for a while. I've been traveling, but we done gave y'all 3 straight weeks. Now y'all know what that means, right? Y'all know what that means, right? I'm getting ready to go out of town. I'm getting ready to go out of town for the next couple Saturdays. So I may be able to do a silly Saturday next. No, I won't be able to do it next week, and I already know it. I'm gonna be out of town, so I won't be able to do it. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Put some Shondos in the chat if you enjoyed us today on Silly Saturday. Because we're about to get out of here in a little bit. Listen, y'all, it's always fun doing Silly Saturday with y'all being here for Silly Saturday. Y'all put some shout outs in the chat for Sean, who hung out with us today as our color commentator here on Silly Saturday. I hope y'all ain't scare him away and make him not feel at home while we here. I know I like y'all to act right, but hopefully
I,
everybody
I
enjoyed.
had a good
Did you
time.
enjoy, Sean?
I had a good time.
I'm glad you
I
had a
had a
good
good
time.
time.
I am so glad. We about to get up out of here, y'all. Listen, as I always say, y'all, before we get out of here, tell the people how to find you, Sean, if they want to find you on the socials. How do they find you, Sean? I don't, he may be having some difficulties. Listen, you can find him on the socials. He's easily found, especially on Instagram, but he's in the chat as well. And so you've seen him in the chat as well. So he'll definitely let you know there. Listen, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make here to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. If you want to contribute to the channel, the Cash App is scrolling at the bottom. We absolutely don't force you to, but we thank you if you so choose to give us one. Did you have anything for the people or how to get in contact with you, Sean? Absolutely don't force you to, but we thank you. He may still be
I
having.
put it in the chat.
Okay, okay, good. So he
Yeah.
said he put it in the chat. So y'all go follow Sean. Listen, I'm about to get off here. It's been great. I got some things to do. It's Saturday. I'm about to go enjoy the sun. Until next time, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out of here. Love y'all. Y'all be good.